Hey, this is Matt for AVNation.tv. We are here in Denver, Colorado at CEDIA Expo 2019. We are in the Samsung booth with my friend Scott. How you doing, Scott?
I'm doing well.
Thank you so much for taking some time. Scott, Samsung has been leading the way with a bunch of fantastic video products for a long time, but specifically the last couple of years. We've shot a couple of interviews with the Wall, with a bunch of the other products that you've had. We are standing in front of a very nice line of 8K displays.
Yeah.
So first of all, let's go down the rabbit hole of 8K. Tell us about the line, and then we'll jump into some specifics.
Sure. So Samsung is offering a full line of 8K TVs, so it's not just one or two models.
Right.
We're offering it in 55, 65, 75, 82, and the big 98-inch behind us. So offering a full line means there's going to be an 8K TV for everyone. A lot of people are asking why 8K and why now, and it's really a valid question. And what it really leads back to is the number of big screens that we're selling. Just a few years ago, 55 and 65 were considered big screens.
That was the norm. Yeah.
And for 55 and 65, at the average seating distance, 4K is enough resolution. But as we're seeing a growth in 75 and 80 plus inch screen sizes, customers aren't moving their seats back, so the pixels are going to be viewed at some point.
Right.
The only way to fix that is to shrink the pixels or add resolution.
Yeah.
So knowing that customers aren't moving their seats back, the TVs are getting bigger, now is the time for 8K and added resolution to maintain that level of clarity for anyone viewing.
So let's talk about that for a minute, because obviously the pixel size makes sense. That conversation, we've talked about that in the past. That was part of the conversation with 4K. Now that we're into 8K, we are still seeing that something like 70% of U.S. households are still only on 1080, and a lot of those are on 720. When we start looking at 4K and now, of course, 8K, where's the content coming from?
That's a great question, and a lot of people talk to me about 4K content, and what I like to point out to people is that the most watched shows these days tend to come from our streaming partners, whether it be Netflix or Hulu or Amazon Prime and some others, or even some of the pay sites like Vudu, and they are offering 4K, and almost every new hot show out is available in 4K.
Right.
So when you look at the breadth of all the TV created in the last 100 years, yeah, it's a small amount in 4K, but if you look at the blockbuster TV shows that are becoming available, they are available in 4K. And if you look at the movies in Blu-ray, which is starting to wane a little, but the streaming sites are offering almost every new movie in 4K with Dolby Atmos and all the features.
HDR, everything. Yep.
So since we know that the streaming sites, which are becoming more of the prime place to watch TV, especially with cord cutters, has moved to 4K, we believe that the move to 8K will come next. So
built into your TVs, how are you transitioning 4K content into 8K? Or is it just downgrading and playing 4K as native 4K?
No, it's not. In fact, we have something called AI upscaling, or artificial intelligence upscaling. So no matter what you watch, whether it's an older movie in 2K or 1080p, 720p, 4K, or 8K, it's going to be shown in 8K on our TV, so you'll be able to take advantage of all those 33 million pixels and all the detail that it brings to us. The artificial intelligence part is a part that we get some questions on. What exactly is it? What is my TV doing? So what AI is for Samsung is we have a supercomputer at a top secret location, and what it's doing all day long is looking at low resolution images and high resolution images and learning new algorithms to upscale to that higher resolution. But when you upscale to high resolution, there's a few things you lose. One is texture. We also get noise, and edge detail becomes an issue. So the algorithms that this supercomputer is writing fix for those three main things, so we see things in pristine detail. As this supercomputer comes up with new algorithms, better ways to upconvert, we can firmware update over the network all the TVs in the world to get the new algorithms so that they'll improve over time.
Now, is that something that's going to happen automatically? Like you're going to go to bed and one morning you're going to wake up and the TV's going to look better when you're watching, a Giants football game?
Correct, yeah. So essentially, when we're ready, we will push out the network update, and then yes, the TV will look better. So it's just a matter of waiting for the updates to come. But the great thing about it is, as great as the TV is here, and everyone's jaw dropping over it, we do know it will get better over time.
That's fantastic, because that's not something that you see quite often in tech. Once you buy it off the shelf, it starts to depreciate, it starts to become outdated.
Right, we're in an early adopter phase. I mean, this is the second generation of Samsung 8K TVs. We did have them available in 2018, full line in 2019. But just as with any technology, it does get better and better over time.
Yeah.
And we didn't want to penalize the early adopters.
No.
So as we make up conversion better, customers that already have this in their home can take advantage of it. All they would need to do is have their TV hooked up to the network and either do a firmware update manually or have automatic firmware updates occur in the background, and then it'll be seamless for them.
Very good. One of the things I wanted to ask you about was, with this display, with this line of displays, are we back to onboard inputs? Are we still using the One Connect box?
Yeah.
Where does that lay?
So we are still using the One Connect box for the 8K lineup.
Okay.
So the One Connect box is a separate box where it has 4 HDMIs,
Right.
USBs, your optical out for audio, ARC, audio return channel, and then one small thin fiber optic cable is run to the TV. This makes installation super simple. You don't have to move an outlet, as the TV panel itself doesn't plug into the wall.
Right.
Only the One Connect box does. And then we offer an in-wall and on-wall solution for that cable.
Right.
In addition, at CEDIA, we're actually showing many dealers didn't know where to put the back box, because the One Connect box. If it's a new installation, then they could have moved it to a cabinet. But for some older installs where all the HDMIs are already run to the location, we are showing how you can use an in-wall box behind the TV, put the One Connect in there, and then have everything run to home run.
Is that a box that in-wall box, is that your box or is that a third-party box?
Third-party box.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
So kind of like the Legrand or something like that
Yeah,
that fits
from
in.
one of the many custom dealers
Yes,
here that
yes.
are creating back boxes and in-wall
Exactly.
boxes that do fit our One Connect box, so it makes a nice seamless solution.
Very
These
good.
TV, the 70, the 82 and the 98 do come with the no-gap wall mount in the box.
Right,
So
very
if
nice.
you are wall mounting, it goes right in. The smaller ones are sold separately.
Very good. So on availability, when are these going to be available? When can you buy them?
All of these TVs are available today.
Today. Very good. So if people want more information on the 8K TVs, the full line, where do they
Visit
get that?
Samsung.com and you'll see the full line, specs, sizes, and everything.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much, Scott. Appreciate
for
your
coming.
time. For more coverage from CEDIA Expo 2019 and to learn more about AVNation, please visit avnation.tv. That's avnation.tv.